To all my colleagues from the broader Vedanta family, this is a very personal message on safety at our workplace. Safety is our first value. It should be the first value in anything we do, whether it is the start of work, whether it's a meeting. We always have to start with a safety share. That is the first thing that should come to our mind when it comes to any daily activity. Often I'm asked the question, who is responsible or accountable for safety? It's the easiest question to answer. The response is, please look at yourself in the mirror. You will see the person who is responsible for your own safety and the safety of that of your colleagues. What needs to happen in order to fulfill the dream of safety being our first value and zero harm at the workplace is that we develop a culture of care. We have to care about our safety, the safety of our colleagues, and safety of all of the people at our workplace. If we change that mindset, then you would be able to get to zero harm faster, quicker than any other means. If you recall, back in September, we sent out a communique with a number of points where we wanted all of us to focus on when it comes to safety. The first two was around leadership. We said you've got to take ownership, you've got to show leadership from the front, and it should be felt and visible. These two are very important. So whenever you're at the workplace, the easiest thing to do is to sit back in the comfort of your air-conditioned offices. Walk around the shop floor, walk around the plant, walk around the mine, and ensure that safety is actually implemented at the workplace. And you will see the change that you bring to the workplace when they know that you, as senior management, are actually walking around and living the true value of safety. We need to change the mindset. The mindset has to change to one where we say we will not compromise on safety. We will follow our safety policies and procedures. We will not deviate. If there are unsafe working practices and areas, we should stop and we should ensure that those areas are corrected before we get back in to start work in that area. Human tendency is to cut corners. Once you've cut corner once and you feel that no accident has happened, it tends to repeat itself. But rest assured, at one stage, that cutting of the corner is going to cost a human life and it will never come back. So ensure that you do not take chances. You may be lucky today, but you may not be lucky in 10 days' time. Please do report near misses and high potential incident. This is not a witch hunt. The reason we want everybody to report this is so that we can share and learn from one another's experiences. There are lots of technological and mechanical aids available to improve safety. A number of our business units are actually using them. So continue to use them and spread their use. You will find that they improve your safety performance. We do have a number of business partners who work with us. Treat the business partners and their employees as one of our own and ensure that they also follow the safety standards and discipline. If they do not have the technical capability nor the knowledge to implement safety, show them how it should be done. In the selection of your business partners, ensure that safety is one of the key criteria which you use to determine which partner you actually employ in your business. Finally, take prompt action. If someone has done a very good job on safety, take prompt action to pat the person on the back and say you've done a very good job. Likewise, if someone hasn't performed well on safety, then take prompt action to correct that behavior. Unless you act, status quo will remain, and status quo is never good enough. So taking that into account, we clearly want you to take and embrace safety as your first value, to develop the culture of care, and to take ownership that you are accountable for everyone's safety. In return, as the executive team of the company or the executive team of the businesses or of the business units, this is what we will do in return to assist you to improve safety. We will create an enabling environment to ensure that safety ranks above anything else. We will ensure our policies, standards and procedures are robust and are state of the art and are cutting edge as far as the world's safety standards are concerned. We'll ensure that enough training is provided or training mechanisms are available for people to come up to speed in terms of how you implement safety at the workplace. When we visit the business units, we will perform visible felt leadership. We will walk around so that people do know that we accept and we are actually the people who are driving safety as the first value. We will lead by example here. In addition to all of that, what we will also do is to put safety above everything else. And we will create an enabling environment by establishing safety forums or safety centers of excellence where you can share ideas. And I know a number of business units have already established these, which are working successfully. We will implement consequence management. If someone has done a good job, that example will be made known. We have instituted awards for business units. Safety is one of the key criteria. And it's amazing when a unit is actually performing well on safety, it tends to perform very well on every HSE metric and in terms of volume, costs and margin also. A safe operation is a predictable operation and a very productive operation. At the same time, when someone has actually not shown duty of care and has intentionally deviated, we will establish due process and we will take consequence management after the process has actually gone through. We will not compromise on that front. Our performance management metrics will be changed to give greater emphasis both in terms of quantum of safety and also the measures we use for safety. It will not be output driven, but it will be input driven in terms of how many safe controls are we actually adhering to, how are we training our people, and how quickly we correct any deviations from our control. Here are 3 examples which we will do. So we will drive the change in behavior across the organization by our own leadership, by our own adherence to safety value, by proper standards and an enabling environment, by consequence management and performance management. We cannot do this alone. We have over 100,000 people working for Vedanta globally. Our strongest ability to deliver safety is when every one of 100,000 of our employees and business partners actually embrace safety as our first value and show a duty of care and take personal accountability for safety. This is one area where you have to take personal accountability, personal pride, and personal guilt when something goes right or wrong. If we can do all of that, believe me, the journey towards zero harm is achievable, and it's achievable quicker and faster. So please be safe. Please look after everyone in the workplace, including yourself. The question you have to ask is, would you put the next of your kin in that workplace and not come back for the next 7 days to look at how they are doing? If you cannot answer that question with conviction, then you need to sort out the safety in that workplace. If all of that can be done, believe me, this business will not have any fatalities, no injuries, no accident, and it would be the leading mining company. So thank you very much. And once again, be safe and God bless us all. Thank you.